Hello everybody and welcome to Notorious Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm Notorious Cly, and this is the deck I played for the Legend Anthology event in Master Duel. It's also the deck I referred to as the War Crime on my YouTube post. So we're going to do a deck profile, we're going to keep this short and sweet, and then maybe show you a couple replays. Let's not waste any time, let's just jump right into it. So this is Legend Anthology Master Duel. We're running the standard Dino Engine, Ovi, Misk, and the babies, Animadorn, Double Evolution Pill, you know all the main characters. And then we're running the Dinomorphia package, which is Theresia, Diplos, Frenzy, and Rexterm. A lot of you are probably familiar with this package too. So the main reason why I put this together is because I wanted to put like 10 minutes of thought into building a deck list for this. I knew I was only going to have a couple of hours to play the event on Saturday, Sunday. My days are all running together. Sometime over the weekend. And I wanted to put something together that I was comfortable with and I could just hit the ground running and start playing and try to finish the event and get all the gems that I could from it as quickly as possible. And this was the correct move. Dinos and Dinomorphia work really well together because your Dino engine, the standard generic one that we all know and love, can get you into the Dinomorphia engine by summoning Theresia off of a Baby Stegosaurus pop or a Petite Pteranodon pop. There is a combo in this deck that led me to call it the War Crime of a deck. And it leaves you with a turn 1 end board of Dinomorphia Frenzy set, ready to use on your opponent's main phase. A Link monster, pick any generic Link 2. Its main purpose there is to get you the material required to use Double Evolution Pill, so you can use Double Evolution Pill to put Dinosaur Pankratops on board. And then you also have a rank 4 that you can make, and my rank 4 choice was Starleech Photon Blast Dragon. Photon Blast Dragon prevents all monsters you control with 2000 more attack from being destroyed by card effects. This means it's going to protect your Dinosaur Pankratops and the Rexterm you're eventually going to special summon off of Frenzy. So you have a generic Link that's not really doing anything other than being a body that your opponent has to get through. Dinomorphia Rexterm, which is a 3000 attack one-sided skill drain that can also guarantee you win combat. Dinosaur Pankratops, we know Pank, the staple, able to run stuff over, able to quick effect pop, and the Photon Blast Dragon protecting the Rexterm and the Pankratops from being destroyed or removed or interacted with in certain ways. It's pretty nasty. I don't remember how many duels I actually lost. I think it was only like 3 or 4, but I breezed through the event with no problem. The turn 1 board setup was amazing. Usually right about the time that I would special summon Theresia off the last baby pop, they would see me set Frenzy and they would just scoop, go next. They knew they couldn't beat the board. So let's do a quick card by card and then we'll check out a few replays. 2DD Crow, I just wanted something that could interact with Graveyard in addition to putting a non-dinosaur in the graveyard for Double Evolution Pill. Effect Veiler, same sort of logic. I wanted something that could interact with my opponent's monsters during their turn and put a non-dinosaur in the graveyard for Double Evolution Pill. Animadorn Archosaur, I wanted something to search Double Evolution Pill. It's the standard part of the dinosaur combo. It also pops babies, Stegosaurus, or Petite Pteranodon that you have in your hand or on your field, getting your engine rolling, allowing you to get bodies on board to turn them into something worthwhile. Baby and Petite, we all know them. Miscellaneousaurus, this card is incredibly broken in this event because your interactions are so limited, and making sure you're always protected during the main phase while you're setting up is incredibly invaluable. In addition to that, Misk also helps get your engine started by banishing itself to summon the Animadorn Archosaur. I'm sure you guys all know the Dino combo, but then Archosaur pops, searches Pill, baby floats off the pop, all that nonsense. Soul Eating Oviraptor, also a very broken card, searches any dinosaur. Search whatever you want. I didn't even look to see if Dogoron, the Mad Flame Kaiju, was legal for this event. It would have been hilarious if it was, just to be able to search a kaiju if I already had everything else I needed to combo in my hand. Dinomorphia Theresia, the heart and soul of any Dinomorphia deck, sets a Dinomorphia trap directly from your deck that gets you Frenzy, which gets you Rexterm, which gets you wins. Diplos is here because I wanted names. In addition to that, Diplos, it has a good level 4 and can float into a Theresia if it's destroyed by Battle or Card Effect. Its effect to also dump a Dinomorphia trap from your deck comes in handy, especially when you consider when you're playing the Dinomorphia engine, you're going to be paying a lot of life points. So Diplos can send something like a Dinomorphia Shell from your deck to the graveyard to protect you from battle damage for a turn, or it can even send one of the normal traps, whether it be Alert or Frenzy, to protect you from effect damage. It comes up every now and then. Dinosaur Pankratops, because Ultimate Conductor Tyranno is banned, and this is the next best double evolution pill target. In addition to that, Pankratops is a staple for a reason. This was a really good deck at going first or second, and Pankratops had a lot to do with its viability going second. Dark Hole is here to help with going second, in addition to being an emergency 2-card starter with one of the babies. I never had to normal a baby, then Dark Hole it away just to get the engine started, but the option was always there if I needed it. Duster because it's there and I hate losing to back row decks. Pill because it's searchable and it gets you Pankratops. Fossil Dig because it searches any dinosaur, whether they be the regular Dino Engine or the Dinomorphia monsters. Imperm because it's Imperm. Dinomorphia Alert was here as a bonus search target for Theresia if I opened Frenzy. In addition to that, it's also nice to have a normal trap that you don't mind dumping to protect yourself from effect damage. And if I did open it or was able to search it with Theresia, being able to get 2 Dinomorphia monsters back from the graveyard and then make a Link play or an Xyz play with them was something I wanted to have access to. Frenzy because it's an incredibly broken card because it gets you Rexsturm, which is the actual broken card. Another cool way to help get your life points down is Solemn Judgment. For whatever reason, they left this at 3 in the event. They put Solemn Warning at 1, but left Solemn Judgment at 3. No idea why. I think Judgment's the better card. Judgment was here, obviously to synergize with the Dinomorphia engine, in addition to being a crazy powerful card in regular Yu-Gi-Oh! And in this event, it's even crazier. Warning, same logic, really good, hits fusion spell cards too. Shell is here, not so much to actually use to get a chunky defense body on the field. It's more or less used just to dump off Diplos to help protect from battle damage. In case your opponent is actually able to out your board, you could survive the turn and then hit him on the crackback. And then let's move on to the extra deck. 3 Rexsturm. You need 3 because you need to send Rexsturm to the graveyard off of Frenzy to be able to fusion summon the first one. Giant Ant just because it's good rank 4. In case I didn't mention it during the deck profile, all of your dinos for the most part that you're going to be putting out on the board as straight material are going to be level 4s, so I wanted a rank 4 toolbox to go into. Standard dino stuff. Giant Ant, yeah, good generic rank 4 toolbox monster effect negation. Malevolent Sin just to help kill stuff. Tornado Dragon because I hate losing to back row. Dreadnought Dreadnoid, never made it once, but theoretically it could have came up where I could have used Dreadnought, run something over, and then rank it up. And my rank up target was Super Dimensional Robot Galaxy Destroyer, but it should have been one of the rank 10 trains, be it Lieb or Superdor or whatever. I just don't have those cards, so I played what I had. And Starleech, Photon, Blast Dragon. This was the only card I actually crafted for the event. When I was looking through the rank 4 pool, this one caught my eye because I saw it could protect Pankratops and Rexsturm from being destroyed by card effects. So I figured I'd throw it out there and see how it worked. And it worked great. It was an incredible tempo stealer. My opponent would have to deal with Photon Blast Dragon before they could deal with anything else. There was a couple times where my opponent dropped a Regeki on my board, and the Link monster I had and Photon Blast Dragon were destroyed, but Photon Blast Dragon protected Pankratops and Rexsturm, and my opponent still couldn't play through that. So Regeki resolves, Rexsturm and Pank are still sitting there looking at him, and they just scoop and go next. Link Karibo, just because you need to make a Link 1 with Animadorned Archosaur, so you can then make a Link 2 and put Link Karibo in the graveyard. Pentastag is a generic Link 2 that puts Link Karibo in the graveyard. That's its primary purpose. The piercing stuff is just bonus. Trek Black, same thing. Generic Link 2 that puts Link Karibo in the graveyard for double evolution pill. Transcode Docker, I think I made this once in an attempt to get to an access code talker. Other than that, it never really came up. The idea was just to have a good Link 3 to try and get into a access code talker. In addition to that, Trek Black and Pentastag are both Cybers Link 2s, which means you could bring them back off the Transcode Talker. So you could make one of the Link 2s, go into Transcode Talker, bring back the Link 2, go into Access Code Talker, and then you have the 5300 attack Access Code Talker with at least 2 targets in grade for pops. And obviously I'm playing Access Code Talker. Crazy card, kind of odd that they left it available in this event. I think they left it so you could go play Code Talkers or something like that. But, oh well. And then Borrelsword Dragon, never made this. 3 effect monsters was too much to invest into a Link 4. But it was there if ever I needed it. And that's the deck profile. I suppose I should go show you a replay and showcase the combo that this deck was capable of. So let's go check out some replays. Alright, and here we have our first replay. I think this was with my initial build of the deck, so you may see some cards that weren't showcased in the deck profile. They were removed pretty early on. I played mostly what I showed you the entire time. Yep, you can see Herald of the Abyss. This was removed. So we're going to start with Fossil Dig. We're going to grab Ovi. Normal summon Ovi, search Misk. Then we're going to go Misk Effect. Send it to the graveyard. Misk Effect in graveyard to banish, to special summon Animador and Archosaur from deck. Pop the baby, search the double evolution pill. Baby Effect. Baby's going to grab a baby. Oviraptor, cycle the babies. And then we are out of ways to pop the baby, so off this baby we're going to summon Theresia, and then Theresia is going to go ahead and set Frenzy, and then we're going to go ahead and link off the Animador and Archosaur for the Link Rebo. Use the leftover baby and the Link Rebo to make a Link 2. This should be track black. Make the track black, doesn't do anything, but puts the Link Rebo on the graveyard to turn on double evolution pill. Then we're going to use Ovi and Theresia to make the Photon Blast Dragon, double evolution pill, get us Pankratops. And then we're going to set Judgment, we're going to set Warning, and say, good luck, opponent. And during main phase 1, they're going to do Time Lord. We're going to Solemn Warning that, because I don't want to be bothered reading the Time Lords or figure out what they do, or figure out which one I actually need to care about. And then they're going to go Celestial Transformation, which is going to attempt to summon another Time Lord. And because this was very early on in the event, and I just wanted to get through it, I didn't want to be bothered trying to figure out if this was a good Solemn Judgment target. So I'm going to go ahead and Solemn Judgment here. And I think at this point in the duel, I was like, yeah, let's just pay a bunch of life points. So when I do get to Frenzy, it's super crazy because Rexstorm will have a lot of control over my opponent's monsters because my life points will be so low. That was a long way to say I like having my life points low, so Rexstorm is more effective. I don't know why I got so stuck up in that. But they're going to do a little bit of burn damage with Tremendous Fire. I don't know if they were playing like a Time Lord burn deck. It looks like it. So we're going to go ahead and draw another Frenzy. That's cool. Go to attack. Track black just to flex in case they have something weird like a Battling Box or Veil. And we're going to go ahead and attack. And this should be lethal. But not for them. It's lethal for me. I got hit with burn damage on the final attack. I was trying to hold it together the entire time during this replay because I knew what was going to happen, but it was too funny not to showcase. I got full combo off and it didn't matter there because apparently they were playing the burn deck against Dinomorphia. Good call, opponent. You did it. Alright, so we have one more replay coming up. Can't remember what this one is. I'm pretty sure I know based on the starting hand though, because I did have Regeki in there, but I eventually just swapped it out. So we're going to go Theresia, set the Frenzy, Solemn Warning, and Shell, and say good luck, opponent. And they're going to go ahead and set 3 pass. We're going to get Rexstorm. Rexstorm's going to hit the field, and they scoop. I wasn't joking in the deck profile when I said this is how a bunch of my duels went. By the time Rexstorm hits the field, people are like, nope, I'm out. They were in a position where they were setting 3, and Rexstorm was going to be too much for them to handle. That was a quick one, so let's go ahead and get one more. And away we go. And last duel you saw a hand that didn't go full combo, but still got Rexstorm, and that was good enough. And this one is going to go full combo. We're going to go Fossil Dig, Ovi Effect, add a baby, Misk, pop the baby. Summon the Animador, pop the baby, Animador, search pill. Sorry if I'm skipping steps here. Ovi, pop baby, summon baby, summon Theresia. Theresia is going to do the thing I talked about in the deck profile and set alert because I already have Frenzy, Link Rebo, track black to put Link Rebo in graveyard, Photon Blast Dragon, and then pill to grab Pankratops. And opponent's turn. What are they going to do? Lightning Vortex. Okay. I wasn't joking. I wasn't joking when I said that's how a lot of my duels went. I went first, set up my board. They tried to out-pank, and they couldn't because Photon Blast Dragon protected it. Or I would commit to Rexstorm as well, and then they would try to destroy both of them, and Photon Blast Dragon would protect them, and then they would scoop. Alright, everybody, I think it's time to close this out. 3 replays is more than enough. You guys saw the combo. You guys saw what most of my duels look like. I don't really think there's anything else interesting to show you. Let me know what you guys played. I'd love to see all the cool deck lists that you came up with, and I had a lot of fun during this event. The card pool was interesting enough to me and limited enough that it really pushed me to try and find something creative to do. And by creative, I mean go back to 2 decks I'm already very familiar with. But it was fun to actually try to merge the 2 together into a competent strategy, because that's not something you can really do in the full power version of Master Duel. Dino and Dinomorphia just have 2 competing game plans that don't really complement each other very well. Please let me know down in the comments or hit me up on Discord. Send me a deck list. Let me know what you played. And until next time, be safe, have fun, everybody.